And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They go play action here on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, here's Goff. Rolling to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Goff. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
We're good.
From the gun, here's Goff. It's caught, Shepard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Goff now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Njoku. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
17.
Throwing on third. Goff. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Starting left here. Shell. What?
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run for it with Gillislee. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off, the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. Goff going to keep it himself. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jared Goff, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Trent Murphy with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
76, tell him. 76. 76. What's that?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Goff now looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now Taylor to throw. Underneath for Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the carry, it's Edmonds. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Edmonds. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
On first down, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Trent Murphy in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 1:59 to go in the first. More from Minneapolis. after this. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Detroit! Detroit!
Now it's the backup Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trent Murphy getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's gone. And he's got it to Burns. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Super 66!
Now Goff on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So 2nd down. Still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field.
To the air again. Gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And now out comes Minnesota. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run with Thompson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Thompson. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rudolph just does beat the play clock. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Edmonds. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 67 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Starting left here.
Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They run with Edmonds. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
We got 3, folks. We got 3. Over!
And they'll run it here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Rudolph throwing on second down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, Rudolph. Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Lions on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Taylor. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Tyrod Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Orange.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Pushing his way through. He finds Hearns left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Goff now 9 of 17 through the air. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on first down. This is caught, and he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Mike Gillislee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Back to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
He'll look to throw. Gets it to Strong. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He's back to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Rudolph. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Parkey with the extra point. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas and really pouring it on now with the Cowboys. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
DC.
Now Goff. Flush to his right. And this is Shepard on the catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Now it's gone. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And this one is right through. And that will tie things at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. Within an OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for Minnesota, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
go.